I'm Jim. Welcome to my channel. I hadn't planned on producing a video today, but I've been getting flooded with messages from people asking about some shooting that I did on the weekend. So some of you who follow me might know, or if you follow my Instagram, you may be aware that on the weekend I shot an event. There was a typewriter event for vintage typewriters and people to come in and experience them, and with proceeds going off to a very good charity. And they asked me to come in and shoot some pictures because in addition to being a typewriter enthusiast, I'm also a photographer. Well, I thought it would be fun to shoot that event using a camera of a similar vintage or era to what was happening at the event. And if you saw that, you'll notice you probably noticed me carrying around this this camera. It's the Mamiya C220, and a fantastic camera. But that's not what we're going to talk about here. What really piqued everybody's interest was the flash unit, and the flash unit is fairly similar to many of the old style flash units that were used with this camera, and even has a bulb, except in this case the bulb does not have to be replaced. It simply push a button and the bulb pops out, the flash is ready to use. So it's a vintage flash, but it's a vintage flash that is currently made. This is a new product. It was made by Godox. So it's designed to look, feel, and handle like a vintage flash. In fact, it's designed on the basis of this one, which was a popular traveler's flash. Could be collapsed, and with this one you had to replace the bulbs every time the flash was used. Well, you can't, it's really hard to get bulbs anymore, but it's still a cool old vintage flash unit. And Godox designed a brand new flash unit along the same lines, complete with a collapsible shroud, except the bulb in it is, you don't replace it. It's a modern bulb, and so it gets used over and over and over again. It's compatible with old vintage cameras, but what really excites me is it also works with modern digital cameras. I got a confession for you. I don't like flash. I try to avoid using flash at all costs. I have never liked flash. And then I shot this one. By the way, I should add, this is not sponsored by Godox in any way, shape, or form. I bought this flash unit myself and paid for it entirely. Godox isn't even aware I'm doing this. So the reason I'm doing this is because people have been asking me about, tell me about this crazy flash you've got. It looks old, but you said it's new. So yeah, so it's a modern flash. It has all the capabilities in that it has automatic as well as full manual flash control. It's not TTL. So that also has the advantage that it'll work with any camera. So, but it's also uniquely paired with to work with old film cameras like the Mamiya. And the flash unit itself is fairly compact. I'll just pull it off the Mamiya here. So there's the flash unit, and it has a sync cable that comes with the flash to connect with vintage cameras, but with modern cameras it has a hot shoe on it as well, so you can use either. It's USB chargeable, uses USB-C, and when you're using it, it works beautifully well. Unlike a normal flash that just produces this single blinding pulse of light that kind of equally lights the entire scene, the shroud of this flash gives it a very unique look. It's lit in the center, and then the light slowly fades off to the edges like a vignette. It's almost a softbox effect. It's not a super powerful flash. It only has a guide number of 46. So it's not really powerful. You're not going to be shooting group portraits with this one. But it lights up single individuals or single subjects with a beautifully well-lit, subtle light. Instead of the glaring, blinding burst of light you get from normal flash units, this, when you look at the images, they're nicely lit, they're beautifully lit. But when you look at it, you'd almost not know that it was shot with a flash. This event was the first time I've used this flash. And coming from a guy who hates flash, I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed shooting this, and I'm going to be shooting this flash a whole lot more. It's so cool, not only in its appearance. By the way, if you get one and you're to take the bulb out, don't put your fingers on it. Push it with a piece of cloth to push it in, recess it, fold it down, and that's the whole flash unit. So this is called the Godox Lux Senior. And in Canadian dollars, it's about, I think it was about $140 Canadian. So quite an inexpensive flash unit. But gotta tell you, I really like it. So anyway, I've had lots of people asking me questions about the flash unit I had on the Mamiya. Tell me more. So I thought I'd do a quick video just explaining a little bit about the flash unit that I had on the Mamiya, the Godox Lux Senior. If you got any more questions, send me a message and let me know. As usual, please like and subscribe, and love your comments. Put comments down below. I'll also have a link to the information about this flash unit down in the comments below, down in the show notes. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.